So I was that kid that used to draw all the time during elementary school. If we had a math test, I would draw. If we were supposed to pay attention in class, you could bet your boy would be busy drawing. Sure, I got in trouble for it a few times, but it was mostly my classmates who seemed to have the biggest issue with it for some reason. I also wasn't particularly good at drawing. Like, I never really saw it as a career or a way of telling stories. I just liked to draw for some reason, just because school was boring. Then during high school, I bought my very first tablet and used Photoshop to draw. My digital art journey began. And I used it for many years, and the tablet wasn't anything fancy since I wasn't sure if I would use it enough to justify a hefty price, but it lasted many years of being neglected too, and it's still working, I think. I stopped drawing traditional ever since I bought that tablet. I was scared of it actually. I drew on some post-it notes when I had my first job, and that was not a fun job, I can tell you, but that's a whole nother story. Then we skipped to around October last year. I had just posted my third episode of my BL webcomic that I mentioned in my previous video. I was stuck on a story, not really happy with my sloppy art, anatomy, and all that. I started ranting to a friend of mine whom had many times prior hinted at me to pick up a pen and paper, but for some reason I had a very hard time doing so, didn't even want to try it. Being a defeated little sharky, I thought it wouldn't hurt to just test it, so I bought a notebook and some pencils. I used to go on walks to lose weight and get fresh air, so I used that as like a gateway to just draw while I was walking. Yes, I was too lazy to actually go to a gym. I started small, drawing what I saw at first, since that seems like less of a pressure than having to draw people. I drew while walking, then after a few days of doing that, I sat down on a bench, away from home, listening to my depressive music, and then drew my emo boys for my horror comic storyline. So then, the pressure I had from drawing was gone. I felt a new sense of motivation that I had forgotten all about. This was what I needed. This was the push I had been waiting for. Was the drawings perfect? No, far from it. But it was something I drew and didn't delete right after. It didn't need to be perfect, just throwing stuff at the wall and see what sticks, without using like 5+ hours on it like I have done before. I also managed to draw different hairstyles. Like, that's something I struggled with for a long time. Still do, but you know. And then, naturally, I was mad at myself for not doing this while it was still summer. I can never be satisfied. This was a fun little video idea I had. I wanted to have a more art-related video. If you got something out of this, then that is great. Also, my traditional art is not finished pieces, since I keep my guidelines in my drawings and a lot of errors, so they're naturally sketches, which some people call finished products, like finished pieces. Like, I feel like those are not sketches, but people call it sketches, and like, huh? That's not sketches. Anyways, I post my stuff on Bluesky sometimes, and my channel on that page you can type the stuff, and other social medias. I have all linked on my Linktree. You can also still read my old webtoon on Tapas. I think Webtoon removed it because I didn't do something there. And Patreon too. Yeah, I had it on Patreon. Imagine that. That's crazy. Now I'm really off the script here because I didn't want this to be a long yap session, but I don't want this. All I'm gonna say is just don't call finished pieces for sketches. Like, stop that, because that's just, no, stop. But I don't want this to be a rant. Like, I could make my own rant video later on, maybe. I hope that this helped you push yourself to go out with a sketchbook, with some snacks and yummy drink. Get those drawings out. Art block can't hold us down for long if we just push ourselves to have fun. Just, yeah. Speaking of fun, this was not very fun because I have been struggling writing this script, like I record this and then I feel like, oh, this script doesn't work, it's too robotic, so then I go back, write it on, and then record it again, and then this is like the third script I've written, and it wasn't perfect either. I needed to change stuff, and yeah, I've had struggles with my microphone, so if my voice changes a bit during this video, then I'm sorry. I'm just not in the mood to go back and fix this. I'm in the brink of like screaming because of this. Anyways, before this gets too long, this is a chaotic ending for a video, and I'm sorry. So yeah, bye.